All right, reminders. Did you make it to the dinner last night, Colin? Oh, you didn't pig out on prime rib and, um, so we got homecoming coming up this weekend. Volleyball games Friday night, Saturday night, football, Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock against Carroll College. Ponies also have, homecoming and they've got a football game Friday night, so right now my wife and I are debating. She's supposed to come home tomorrow, so we're debating about football game versus volleyball. So it might depend on the weather. The nice thing about Blue Pony Stadium, though, is you just drive in and sit in your car and watch the ball game if you want to. So there's not many places you can do that. So, well, the ponies are playing at Blue Pony Stadium, so that's we're debating either pony football on Friday or volleyball. So this week you have due right today, Chapter 8 stuff, right? Okay. I think I've looked ahead and kind of got the dates for assignments and stuff pretty well organized, so we shouldn't have any snafus at least until November sometime. So I don't think I got it all the way done through the end of the semester, but I think I got it done into November. So next week gets a little bit busy. I think Chapter 9 is for me anyhow, that's a lot of the stuff that I used a lot in banking and I still use today in calculating all kinds of things, sometimes just for fun, believe it or not. Sometimes I get questions, a few years back, I had my neighbor call me up and say, should I refinance? Okay, and that kind of is what prompted you guys. There's one assignment called Ole and Lena, and that's all about refinancing your home, right? And should you do that? And while it's a home, again, this is a business class, but it's the same questions and same things that you would have if you're buying equipment or real estate for a business, right? I'm just trying to bring it down to our level at this point because then scaling it up is pretty easy. So, you take a look at those and you make those kinds of determinations based on things. Right now, we're in the world right now, we're in an increasing rate environment where refinancing would make absolutely no sense, right? Because rates are significantly higher. I was just reading the 30-year mortgage is at 6.75. Yeah. 2 years ago, I think it was less than 3%. So, yeah, it's more than doubled. And you think about, the median home price is what, $250,000. 3% on that is what's that, $7,500 more per year, right? $625 extra per month that you would have to pay for that same home, compared to what you'd had to pay, just 2 years ago, say. So the housing market's going to slow, I guarantee that, because people are going to look at that, or prices are going to have to come way down, and that's going to be difficult. So the housing market will slow. How's that for my prediction? So I think there's a couple extra assignments next week, so it's probably really important and incumbent upon you to get the project one done, and then you can concentrate a little bit on some of those extra assignments for next week to get those done. Might be just one extra one, but I think the week after there may be an extra one as well. Then we're going to start project 2, and like I said, I'm going to try to get ahead a little bit because I don't know what my schedule is going to be a little in the next few weeks. So project 2 is going to be you guys are going to do an analysis of a publicly traded company, right? And most of you have submitted that. I think all of you have submitted your companies to me, and I've given you some, response about whether or not I think it's okay. And your first assignment for that is going to be the ticker symbol, right? And I think along with that ticker symbol, though, there's some other things that I've asked you to find. And a site, and again, I think I put a link in here. Let me go see if I did. Under Project 2, I hope. As I told you, I found this site, and I really kind of liked it. Yeah, the Seeking Alpha. So I'm going to, if I can open it, hopefully it opens up in a new link, yeah. So I went to the content and then down to Project 2. And then right at the top is the Seeking Alpha. And it's a little bit weird when you get to this page, okay, because it doesn't show you any place to put in your ticker symbol or anything. And of course, you got to find your ticker symbol. But if you look up here, you know, I'm going to pick a company. What company do I want to pick? OWD40. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, shoot. I actually know the ticker symbol for WD40, but just trying to see if I can. WD. Oh, well, let me pick a different company. Nobody picked Procter and Gamble, did they? Well, then I'm not going to do Procter and Gamble. How about a company called Church and Dwight? There you go. So it brings up, maybe I just needed to go a little bit further and hit when I was looking at WD40. It brings this up, Deutsche upgrades Church and Dwight here, but here's the ticker symbol. Church and Dwight in parentheses CHD. Okay, so you might find it this way. There's a really good chance that you can find your ticker symbol just by going to Google or Bing or whichever, DuckDuckGo. Say, what's the ticker symbol for? Okay, let me see if I can give you an example. So, what's the ticker symbol for, pick a different company. How about Sturm Ruger? RGR, right? Comes right up. So none of us know what's, oh, you don't know the ticker symbol, yeah. You don't know what Sturm Ruger is? Ooh. I'll bet you all these guys know what Sturm Ruger is. Yeah, it's gun manufacturer, yeah. Well, they make pistols and rifles, yeah. Yeah, they make the full range, so. I don't know if they do a lot of ammunition. Yeah, I don't know. Anyhow, so you find your ticker symbol, and then we can come back, hit this again, and I said that Church and Dwight. I'll just put that in. That was CHD, right? Comes up, and I think you can answer the questions that I asked for that ticker symbol assignment probably right from this information over here. I'd have to go back and take a look at. All I wanted was the ticker symbol. Well, then it's assignment 2, finding financial information that you have to then go take a look at this. So I'm getting a little bit ahead. So find your ticker symbol, right? Submit that. That should be fairly easy. This last assignment, I've broken it down into these steps, and pay attention and do the steps well because you get points for those. The final paper gets graded I grade it pretty hard. So, I have pretty high expectations for the final paper. So, that doesn't mean everybody's going to get an F on the final paper, but do your stuff up ahead of time, and then your total score for the final project might be better, even if your score for the paper isn't live up to any of our expectations, right? Okay. And start, take a look. This site is really good. I kind of like it. So, we're going to look at the financials, right? Well, what do I like to see? Okay, increasing revenues. Boy, nice. Total revenues, cost of revenues increasing. I can change it up here. I think I showed you guys this. So even though their revenues have increased, which we saw in the absolute, their cost of revenues have increased, as a percentage. So that's not necessary. The increasing revenues is good. The cost of revenues is not good. Those two are going to offset each other a little bit. Meaning our gross profit's gone down by 3 percentage points, which, okay. Anyhow, that's just some simple stuff that you guys, I kind of want you to start looking at with your company. Get used to it. If you get it on this site, and you're used to coming back here and taking a look at it once a week or so, seeing how your company's doing, maybe mess around with some of these up here, kind of see what's going on. You can click over to the balance sheet and look at that. Boy, do they have a lot of debt or not. Oops, I got percentage revenue. Let's change it to absolute. cash and equivalents, boy, took a dive there, it's kind of come back. Ooh, they got a lot of cash now. Wow, something happened there, that they got a lot of cash. You know, I'd want to figure that out. What happened that they got a lot of cash now? I don't know. You know, probably have to look at their last quarterly statement or something. So those are the kinds of things, you know, just kind of start looking at with your company. And it'd be great, you know, as we go through November and whatnot, ask me questions. You know, if you got some looking at that, ask me questions, and we'll try to figure it out together. Hopefully you look at it as kind of a fun exercise, and if you ever have any interest in the future of investing in companies individually, I'm a big proponent of investing in index funds. Okay, but you know, every now and then it's kind of fun also to pick a company or two and make a little investment here and there. So, questions? Okay, I'll turn you guys loose so you can finish up your Chapter 8 stuff, and I got to do some reviewing of that. I know you guys have submitted a few things and try to get back to you on some of those, so if they're especially in the projects.